everyone, and welcome to MindVerse, my very first podcast. My name is Teuta, and I'm your host and your guide throughout these 8 episodes. MindVerse is designed to discover lots of points which touch our lives. This season, we will start with one of my favorite topics, organizing yourselves and your lives. We will understand the importance of adding organization as a skill, refining our habits, crafting some great lists, and many other topics. What matters from all of this is for you to enjoy each and every step. Nothing in life will function if you don't have fun. All of us have surrounded ourselves with lots to do. It can be because of our jobs. It might be because we want to expand our knowledge in a certain area. All of this sounds great, but doesn't this make you feel overwhelmed at times? Don't you feel like you need to breathe? It's okay, I understand. That's why I suggest we start with the very first step towards self-improvement. We will understand what it is to actually be organized and what would you benefit if you master this skill. Now, grab a cup of coffee or tea, depending which one you prefer, go to your favorite spot and join me in discovering the art of organization. Together, we will tackle the challenges, understand the issues, and work on improving in this matter. If this is your first time to actually start on this journey, I'm happy that you chose this podcast. If you already have a great deal of understanding, but need a little push, I also really appreciate it that you picked my podcast and would be happy to hear your thoughts. Let's dive right in. First, we'll discover what being organized means, and next, we'll jump to the benefits that you will gain from it. Being organized shouldn't give you the picture of a person that has a rigid schedule and doesn't have a basic understanding of enjoying life. It doesn't mean you will be a control freak or how they call a type A personality. Being organized is a tool that keeps you from overwhelming yourself. It only helps you shape up the areas that seem messy. You can become a Monica from Friends or Amy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, if that is something you want to do. Jokes aside, organization is a beautiful skill that will transform your life for the better. It gives you a clear picture of what you want to accomplish and the next steps you take in order to do it. To me, being organized has helped in the moments where I felt distracted and didn't know how to move ahead. I loved having a list in which I could understand what was next for me and what I have achieved so far. It is a nice wake-up call. I used to feel scared about how I would be able to manage my budget, and then I learned how to organize that. Now I have a system that keeps me going. I used to feel overwhelmed from the tasks I would get at work, but now I adapted my organizational skills and it made me a more agile person. It's all about how you perceive it. It can be one thing that you want to choose, or it can be multiple aspects of your life. The importance is do it at your own pace and learn from each step. You will face lots of challenges. You will have moments where it will become difficult to keep up. What matters is that you can bounce back and start again. You shouldn't see that as a step backwards, as you are already one step ahead. Now, let's see what are the benefits that you will gain from this skill. The first benefit of being organized is that it helps you manage stress better. Stress is such a common word in today's vocabulary. It is something that many of us face every single day. And that is something that we need to work on. Just because it exists, it doesn't mean we have to accept it. Stress is causing many other illnesses. It affects our mental health and our physical health. What being organized does is takes the edge off and helps you relax. When you have an organized room and a day, you won't be negatively surprised along the way. That will create a sense of calmness for you. And even if something unexpected happens, your mind has enough freedom to work on it. This is, to me, a key benefit that this skill offers. The second benefit of being organized is improving your mental health. When stress gets out of the picture, we will see how our mental health will improve too. We need to take care of it. In one of my articles, I spoke about how mental health is very important. It is the key in which we define ourselves and our relationships. And when you get organized and remove chaos from the equation, you have a safe space. You feel established and, most importantly, calm. We forget to take a breather and enjoy the moment, given that the next chore is awaiting for us. Now that you will be organized, that won't be the case. You won't face the challenges of trying to finish everything all at once. Instead, you will have a calm approach to everything and be ready for what's next. The third one is being organized helps you sleep better. These three aspects are interconnected. If you don't have a stressful day and your mental health is not being strained, your chances of sleeping better are pretty high. You can apply organizational skills in creating a serene bedroom, which will help in your sleeping habits. After you sleep better, you will be ready to face any challenges that come to the next day. The more you sleep better, the more you will feel better. Another benefit that being organized provides is promoting a healthier diet. Believe it or not, being organized can even influence our dietary habits. I myself organize my shopping list based on the food list that I have for that week. I love to know what I will eat ahead of time, especially if I'm expecting a busy time at work. Because when you have lots of things to do, you forget to focus on eating. It has happened to me, definitely not proud of it, but I'm sure it has happened to you too. Now, choose which system would work for you and start practicing it. Sometimes order online too. The food is pretty delicious. The fifth benefit that being organized offers is it increases productivity at work. Work can be overwhelming for all. On top of your goals, you can get daily tasks that have an immediate action. And at that point, it starts to become too much. But this doesn't justify us to just let it make us messy. There are lots of tools that you can utilize in order to become more productive and effective at work. When you have an organized workspace and workload, you will create more free time and focus on learning and development. You can use Asana, Notion, Google Tools, or whatever works for you. These and other tools are designed to help people stay focused and organized. Pick the tool and watch yourself achieve your goals. The next benefit of being organized is it can improve your relationships. How many times have you canceled on your friends? How many times has it happened that in that moment you had to do something that you have postponed? Probably too many to count. And then you felt bad for canceling, and also bad that they might feel bad and that you have hurt their feelings. Now, imagine you don't have to do that, because everything will be in its place and you will be done with everything on time. Perfect, right? That's exactly what being organized does. It helps you manage everything flawlessly, and that way, you make enough time for your friends and family. Another benefit that comes to mind is being organized improves physical health. When you have an organized schedule for other tasks that need to be completed, you're ready to also take care of your physical health. There will be enough time to plan your exercising routines. I use a planner which helps me organize my day. I create specific days for specific physical activities. One example that I can offer right now is that I have dedicated 2 days for yoga, 1 for running, 3 for extensive workout, and 2 for face yoga. You can also do as you see fit. It can be exercising, it can be meditation, or simply a walk in nature. You know what they say, healthy body, healthy mind. The last but not least benefit of being organized is that it creates more free time. It might sound funny that being organized offers free time. Usually people associate being organized to arranging tasks or activities or endless checklists. But from what you heard above, you might notice that in each one I said you will get more free time from accomplishing a particular task. That free time is specifically for you. You can use it just to sit back and relax. You earned it. Organizing your time is the perfect starting point, especially if you have a busy schedule at all times. These are the main benefits that being organized offers. And what is even better is that it's a natural skill that we all have. We only need to work on improving it. Now that we have explored the benefits of being organized, it's time to start working on it. What helps the most is self-reflection. Do you want to start small and see how it goes first? Or are you the type that says go big or go home? I started the journey when I started my first job. It was extremely overwhelming for me. I had some organizational skills from university, but when you enter the big league, you have to be more prepared. That's why I decided to work on my skills and make myself better. Needless to say that sometimes I fumbled big time, but you know how it is. You start worrying, And then you take a deep breath and realize that you can start over. All of us are capable of doing magic. We just don't know it yet. And that's what we'll discover in MindVerse. Learning towards becoming better. And there we are. The very first episode of the MindVerse podcast is coming to an end. Wow, time really flew by for me. I hope you've enjoyed my exploration into the world of organization and its transformative power. Today, we saw what this great skill can offer to you. Remember, being organized isn't going to make you a robot. It will only make things easier for you. It's the main tool in which you can find success. This podcast will guide you through the journey and give you the tips and tricks on the way. I will emphasize this one more time. This is a long and challenging process. Don't feel discouraged if something doesn't work as you imagined. What matters is the bigger picture. These steps that you're taking today are the ones that will take you to your goal. In the next episode, we'll continue with the art of being organized. This time, we'll cover another aspect. It will be about creating organized habits. We'll cover the steps, understand what habits are, and do a little bit more self-reflection. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in into my very first episode. I appreciate your support and enthusiasm. Always happy to hear your thoughts too. Let me know what you thought about the first episode and what you would love to see in this podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the MindVerse podcast on your favorite platform and never miss an episode. Feel free to share this podcast with friends, family, and anyone else in need of a little organizational inspiration. Remember, an organized life is a life filled with limitless possibilities. Until next time, stay organized, stay focused, and embrace the beauty of order.